Building on one of the themes that I saw up there, something I got from Tony Robbins in last week. Quote from him is anticipation is the ultimate superpower. Tony Robbins, the man.
Right.
And he's talking about personal development and business. A lot of people think of Tony as the motivator, right? Because he is. He's larger than life. He's
Right.
exciting to watch. He gets in your face, all that stuff. Makes he makes grown men cry on stage,
He made
all
me
that
cry.
stuff. But yeah, he also does business. And I was watching a thing with him about business. And the reason for the statement is exactly what we were talking about before. Um, you know, plan for a rainy season, not just for a rainy day, and anticipate that that's just going to happen. You just know it's going to happen, right?
Right.
Anticipate it. We know in the trucking industry that we're in a very cyclical business, right? I used to tell my students it's very feast or famine. When it's good, it's freaking great. Make money hand over fist. When it's not good, people quit. I mean, there's no other way. You're out here for weeks on end not making money. Why would you stay doing that? But
Shout out Proud American.
that,
Sorry.
if you've anticipated that ahead of time though, and you prepared for it, then you just kind of you get into survival mode, like Charlie and I are in, right?
Right.
Because we know that it's going to come back up, and we've seen this time and time again, even with the little dips, right? Oh man, I ain't making any money. I'm just turning my truck in. Now, you guys don't
Right.
get me wrong on this at all. I've got nothing against you personally. If that's your case, you've just got to go do something else. So don't think I'm down on you for it.
Right.
But how many times have you seen Charlie? Dude turns in his truck, and literally within 30 days, we're all
Right.
making $3,000 a week.
Right.
Boom, just like that.
Without
You
even
would
breathing hard.
if you would have just held on for another month.
But look, there comes those times.
Mm-hmm.
Some make the decision and it's one of those things and you can't. I don't think you can go back and kick yourself in the nuts over it.
No,
When it's time to make a decision, you make a decision, right? And you got to act on it.
right.
Don't kick yourself in the nuts over it, but always be open to learning from something.
But I think this is where having that 10,000 foot, 10-year long vision comes in. I
Absolutely.
remember years ago I read this book on uh, becoming a day trader. Wasn't really teaching day trading. That's a technical term. Those of you that know what I'm talking about know. Those of you that don't worry about it. But he was teaching people how to become professional investors. And the first thing in his book was decide right now that you still want to be a trader in 20 years. Just decide
Right.
right now, or just don't do it. And this was a dude that had a PhD in psychology, and the whole book was on the psychology of trading. And that was his take. It's like, look, man, if you don't want to be doing this for the next 20 years of your life, just get a job. Just decide
Right.
right now. And I think that as we see how carriers market their owner operator programs, that's definitely missing from their sales pitch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we see people all the time. I just want to lease a truck for 2 years and then go out on my own. Well, why lease a truck at all? Why don't you just save some money and in 2 years go buy a truck and go out on your own
Right.
instead of breaking a contract?